Watching Doctorul Dorel, partea Y feels like stepping into a world where simplicity and humanity intertwine to create comedy that resonates far beyond the boundaries of a small village. The brilliance of the show lies in how it captures the essence of rural life while highlighting the universal truths about human nature. From the very first scene, we are introduced to Dorel, a character whose clumsiness and naivety are offset by an undeniable charm and genuine heart. There is something almost poetic in the way the camera lingers on the village streets, the worn facades of the houses, and the familiar faces of neighbors exchanging their daily pleasantries. These moments, seemingly mundane, are the foundation of the show's appeal because they set a stage that feels authentic and lived in, allowing the comedy to emerge naturally from character interactions rather than exaggerated plots. Dorel's introduction, fumbling with his medical tools, sets the tone for his character arc, and yet there is no sense of ridicule intended. Instead, we are invited to empathize with his struggles, laugh at his mistakes, and ultimately root for him. The humor is situational and character-driven, and the writers show a deep understanding of human behavior, creating scenarios where Dorel's attempts to help others inadvertently cause more chaos than good. One of the most remarkable aspects of the first part is the way it balances humor with subtle commentary on social norms. We see villagers responding to events in a way that reflects both their quirks and the communal bonds that tie them together. The tension between tradition and modernity subtly surfaces as Dorel tries to apply medical practices in a setting where old beliefs and superstitions hold sway. A particularly memorable scene involves Dorel attempting a minor surgery with the assistance of an elderly nurse whose patience is tested to the limit. The timing, facial expressions, and pauses between dialogues elevate what could have been a slapstick moment into a layered sequence that evokes both laughter and sympathy. In parallel, the cinematography and set design deserve attention for their understated excellence. The warm, earthy tones of the village, the soft natural lighting that bathes the interiors, and the careful attention to detail in everyday objects create a visual realism that grounds the comedy. Watching Dorel trip over a chair or misplace his instruments feels more intimate and engaging because of the meticulous world building. Another scene that captures the duality of comedy and social commentary is the local market sequence. Here, Dorel tries to educate the villagers on hygiene while navigating a maze of carts, shouting vendors, and inquisitive children. The chaos unfolds organically, each character contributing their unique response, from exaggerated gestures of confusion to subtle glances that convey skepticism. This ensemble approach allows the show to explore multiple perspectives simultaneously while keeping Dorel as the central figure through whose eyes the audience experiences the village's vibrant ecosystem. What is particularly striking is how Doctorul Dorel, partea Y, avoids cynicism despite frequent mishaps. The narrative treats its characters with respect, presenting their flaws without mockery. Dorel's well-intentioned errors become a lens through which we explore the human capacity for resilience, adaptability, and kindness, even when actions have unintended consequences. This first part also establishes recurring motifs that deepen character development over time. For instance, Dorel's interactions with children reveal a gentle, nurturing side that contrasts with his professional clumsiness. There is a warmth in these exchanges, a sense of trust and innocence that reminds the viewer that genuine connection often transcends competence. Furthermore, the sound design and music choices enhance the storytelling without overwhelming it. Subtle folk tunes underscore pivotal moments, reinforcing the cultural identity of the village while maintaining a light-hearted atmosphere. Even moments of tension are punctuated with gentle, almost playful melodies that signal to the audience that the narrative is compassionate rather than critical. Reflecting on Doctorul Dorel, Partea Wine also prompts one to consider how humor can serve as a mirror to everyday life. The show avoids excessive exaggeration, relying instead on authentic interactions and the unpredictability of human behavior. This approach makes the humor relatable, allowing viewers to see themselves or people they know in the characters' actions. It is this recognition that creates a lasting connection and contributes to the series' enduring popularity. The narrative arc of Part 1 also subtly sets up future developments. Through Dorel's initial misadventures, we glimpse the potential for personal growth and deeper engagement with the community. There are seeds of relationships, both professional and personal, that hint at challenges and comedic situations to come, making the audience invested in what follows. From a personal perspective, watching this episode evokes memories of small-town experiences, where everyone knows each other's quirks and mistakes are met with a combination of humor and understanding. There is a gentle nostalgia embedded in the show, reminding one that life's simplicity can be its most profound source of joy and connection. Doctorul Dorel, Partea I, ultimately excels because it combines skillful storytelling, rich characterization, and cultural authenticity to craft a comedy that is both entertaining and meaningful. It does not rely on spectacle or shock value, but rather on the quiet intelligence of situational humor and the depth of human interactions. The audience is invited to laugh, empathize, and reflect simultaneously, a rare accomplishment in contemporary television. The seamless integration of visual, auditory, and narrative elements creates a holistic experience that celebrates everyday life in all its imperfections. By the end of the first part, viewers are left with a sense of anticipation and affection for Dorel and his fellow villagers. The charm of the show lies not only in its humor, but in its respect for the character's humanity and the relatable depiction of rural life. Doctorul Dorel, Partea I, sets a high standard for character-driven comedy, demonstrating that humor rooted in empathy and observation can be both delightful and enduring. It is a story that entertains while offering subtle insights into human behavior, making it a rich and rewarding experience for audiences of all backgrounds.